DeKalb County School Board approved a $1.6 million plan to install vape detectors in every high school across the district. The detectors will be placed in locker rooms and restroom areas where identified as hot spots. This follows last month's move by Marietta City Schools to install vape sensors in middle schools and high school, as well as the Woods Wilkins campus. With us now to explain more on this is Ryan Schroeder. He's the Vice President of Sensor Solutions at Motorola Solutions. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Chesley. Thanks for having me on. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Let's start with how a vape detector works.
All right, so a vape detector works by monitoring the air quality, and with our vape sensors out there, when somebody exhales the vape from a vape device, we're able to pick up the particles in the air and detect that, and send alerts out to either the school resource officer, to the superintendent, to the principal, whoever we decide that you need to notify that somebody may be vaping inside a restroom.
Does it know the difference between, like when you say smoke particles, right? Let's say it's picking up nicotine, or it's picking up maybe a fog from a deodorant spray can. Does it know the difference in that?
Great question. Absolutely, it does. So our sensors have, multiple sensors built into the Halo Smart Sensor. And we're able to go ahead and detect whether it's an aerosol. We consider that masking. That's became a problem across the schools out there, where the children believe they can go inside the restroom, vape, and then cover it up with, say, hairspray or Axe body spray, and that will alert that somebody's using some sort of aerosol to cover up. We should still go ahead and receive that. Vape is also detected in the area, so we'll be able to receive, two different alerts. That's what's going on to draw attention over to that restroom. Yeah.
So what happens when a student vapes? Does a sensor go off, or is it like a silent alarm that's alerted? How does that work?
You have your options there. It could set off a audible alarm. It could set off a silent alarm, or I have the device here behind me over my shoulder. I could also do a visual alarm, blink various colors, depending on how the school district would like to go ahead and deploy that.
You've been talking to school leaders. What's the number one reason why they're saying they need this technology?
Vaping, we go back a decade, this wasn't even a conversation. Over the last few years, this continues to be an epidemic across schools. That's what information we're receiving back from the school districts out there. When the students are picking up vaping, they're developing a nicotine addiction, and they're skipping class. They're trying to find a place where they can't be found, and it's taking away from their learning. We've also found over the last few years that we continue to deploy these. There's so much more use that these vape sensors can go ahead and offer the school districts and businesses outside of schools. I mentioned earlier, we have several different types of sensors built into the Vape Halo Smart Sensor, and some of the things that we can pick up on is aggression, duress words, occupancy, too many people in the restroom. We can set up keywords where students or staff can be taught some of those keywords and announce them, and go ahead and send off a silent alarm back to school administration or the local school resource officer that is on site.
Yep, with all technology, things evolve. How do you see this evolving in the next 3 to 5 years?
Over the next 3 to 5 years, I expect this to continue to grow. This started out, really dealing with the epidemic around vaping and kids in middle school and high school. But some of our largest school districts out there are now, deploying these across the entire school district, almost in every single room, to monitor air quality as well. So originally we were just looking for the vaping, the nicotine, THC, but some of the largest school districts across the U.S. are now deploying these in almost every single room to be able to initiate some sort of a panic alert, as well as monitor air quality. We talked earlier about the aerosols, the fragrances. Everybody's spraying stuff inside, or if we go look up at our northern border, Canadian wildfires, that smoke coming down. poor air quality
Yeah.
could lead to, again, distractions and education for, young children out there.
Gotcha. Ryan.
So as more and more, schools pick up on this, I think it's, beyond, protecting vape. It's just going to better the education environment for our children across America.
All right, Ryan Schroeder, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for the insight today. All right.